Yo, what's going on? Let Loose Podcast, man. We back, man. Episode 98. We back with the gang, and we down with the infamous, diabolical, relentless, undeniable, undisputed, retaining, greatest tag team podcast champions of the world. Jordan the Juggernaut James, Sam Moneyman Bam, and my dog, the West, the Architect V, and we are the Let Loose Podcast.
What's
Yo, 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 yo,
goodies?
yo.
What's goodies?
Hey man, shout out to the game, man. Shout out to my homie Jordan, man. Shout out to the homie West. Bro, man, it's been a long time, man, since I seen y'all, bro.
Yes,
So much
sir.
going on in the city, bro. So much going on.
I ain't gonna know. Yeah, man. First one of the new year, episode 98. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with us. If you're still locked in with us so far, man. Just over 2 years strong and counting. We bring in 2025 with a whole new banger, man. I appreciate everybody if you take the time. Subscribe to our channel. We give out free shit sporadically. We talk sports. We're talking trending stuff. Once football's done, we're gonna get into some playoff talk today. We're gonna get into a good old sexual harassment lawsuit today. That'll get the blood flowing, won't it, fellas?
Oh, yeah.
Nothing more like it than it is on Let Loose, man. But yeah, like I said, I'm so grateful to everybody every week. Let's get to it, man. We're gonna do college football. We got to go over these couple games, man, because our brackets are done. We had Oregon. All of us had Oregon winning, and
Yep. Yep.
I still got Penn State in my championship, so I'm still
yeah,
I'm still alive.
that you did.
I'm
That
still
you did.
alive.
We'll get to it, but yeah, we got some content today, and we about to run it up. You guys ready to get it going or what?
For sure.
Hell yeah.
All right, man. Let's get to it. Bring me to the first one, Wes.
Which one was it? You would do the quick NFL one or the Skip Bayless?
Nah, we'll do the college. Let's do the college first. Shit.
College? All right.
Yeah, let's do college. We got college. What, the first game's tomorrow, right? Penn
Yes,
State's
sir.
tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
And run it up.
It's there.
All right, man. Yo, so we got Thursday, tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. You got Notre Dame, who's favored by 2.5 points. First Penn State Nittany Lions. Over-under's what, 44.5 points.
Yes, sir.
This is going to be a hell of a game. Obviously, my bracket was hit because I had Georgia winning out. Obviously, Notre Dame beat Georgia and whatnot. But Notre Dame, they capitalized on that in turnover opportunities versus Georgia, man. They had two turnovers to 0.
Yep.
And Georgia they couldn't, make shit happen when it mattered, man. And the turnovers would kill you. They took advantage of that inexperienced quarterback and whatnot.
Right.
I didn't think it would be that much of a factor, but they did, and they won that game, man. How you guys feeling about this one?
Notre Dame looking strong, bro. I don't think it was just as much as Georgia as it was Notre Dame with with your boy Riley Leonard over there, man. He over there handling business, bro. He said, man, my brothers, man, down with me. And we gonna ride together, die together. You feel me? So, hey, man, you gotta shout out to them boys, bro. For real. It's not that just Georgia lost, it's that Notre Dame took control and ran the course, for real. Georgia had their time, but like you say, with Carson Beck not in there as inefficient as he's been, he still have to be in there. He's still a threat or whatever to throw for 200, 300 yards, 2, 3 touchdowns. Even though he'll throw those interceptions, he'll have maybe a fumble or something like that, couple little bonehead plays or whatever. But he was still the guy, for real, like ride or die with him. So, man, just shout out to them boys, man. Notre Dame, bro, for real. A lot of people didn't even give them no credit. My homeboy, whatever, say, hey, man, put Notre Dame on that ticket. So, shit, I did that. You feel me? But it's looking good though.
I want to credit them, definitely. Anytime you beat Georgia at any level, especially at a playoff game level, that's impressive. So definitely shout out to Notre Dame. But I wasn't overly impressed. I just don't think
I wasn't either.
Notre Dame is no doubt a good team, and I'm not gonna
They
shade them.
deserve to win that game for
I'm
sure.
sitting here. They did. They absolutely did, and good for them. They won. I'm not shading them because I'm wearing the Michigan jacket. Don't get it twisted. No, but the thing is, Riley Leonard is a good player, but like he's not that passer. He's the threat with the run game. They're a running team. You know what I mean? With Riley Leonard, Jeremiah Love, Jadarian Pierce. They're solid. They're tough. Their defense plays really good. Their defense is very good, but I don't know, man. It's just when I'm looking at this matchup here with Penn State, man. I feel like Penn State and how they dominated Boise State last week. Oh my God, bro! Forced
Notre,
4
Notre Dame
turnovers,
does
3
have a good
picks.
defense too, though.
They do, but dude,
I don't
I'm
know if they'll
giving
be
the
able
edge
to.
to
I don't
Penn
know if they.
State.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll be able
I'm
to
giving the edge to
contain
Penn
Penn
State
State,
on
man. Yeah.
defense. If it's me personally, they both have great defenses,
Yes.
and Ohio State's defense is playing great right now. All 3 of them have great defenses, but I'm just saying, like right here, I'm taking Penn State's defense over Notre Dame on the defensive side, man. I just think that they kept Ashton Jeanty in check, bro. This man finished with 104 yards off of 30 carries, 3.5 yards a carry. I mean, contained him. He fell short of the record, and they completely dominated that game. Albeit Boise State, we know the strength of schedule, all that, but still, Boise State was a damn good team this year with
It
a damn
was
good roster,
definitely.
with a damn good run. So these 2 teams matching up, man. I just don't think looking at how and Notre Dame likes to run the ball, Penn State wants to run the ball. I just don't know how Notre Dame. I think you're going to have to throw on Penn State to beat him. You ain't just going to get back there. And Jeremiah Love, he got injured versus Georgia. I just seen that he said he's going to play this weekend, but how healthy is it with the knee and all that? Like, you're going to have to do more than that to beat Penn State, bro. You're not just going to be able to run right through. It's not going to happen. So, meaning Riley Leonard's going to have to throw the ball. He's not an effective passer like that. So, I mean, there's concerns there for me.
He's not.
So,
but he handles business, though. He does handle business.
I mean, they've lost 1 game this year. Obviously, you know, I mean, they're doing good. But you know what's crazy, dude, is all these teams got something with them, though, man. I seen a quote earlier, and no matter how this turns out, who wins the national championship, bro? The national champion this year is either going to be a 2-loss Ohio State team that lost to a 6-5 Michigan team with a $20 million roster, or it's going to be a 2-loss Texas team that lost twice to Georgia, who's no longer here, or it's going to be a 1-loss Notre Dame team that lost to Northern Illinois.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is madness going on this year. No matter how it shapes up, it's going to be crazy. But as far as this game goes, bro, I'm taking Penn State with the upset pick because Notre Dame's favored by 2.5 pick. I think
that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know, man. They're seeing something.
I think that is crazy because like
they're seeing something. I don't know.
Like I said, I know Notre Dame has a really good defense, but their offense isn't that great. Riley Leonard, he had 90 yards. He was 15 of 24 last week, 90 yards and a touchdown. He did run for 80 yards. I mean, I know he's obviously
that's what you need.
Obviously, he's a dual threat, but I think Penn State's defense is good enough to either stop one of them as far as not letting Riley Leonard scramble, and he's going to have to beat them with his arm. And I still don't think he could do that by himself. Or he's just going to be able to run all over them because they're too worried about him throwing, which I still don't think is going to happen. I think Penn State is the better overall team on offense and defense, and I'm going to take Penn State in this game, and it might not even be close. They might win by 10 points.
Ooh, go there.
Yeah,
hey.
That's how confident I am. I know.
I don't know about that. Now.
I know that we're in the Final Four of it all, but I just didn't see anything from Notre Dame last week against Georgia. I think Georgia beat themselves. Like you said, they had the turnovers.
It was ugly ball.
Yeah. Gunner didn't really play that great. He kept getting his ass beat coming off the edges and getting him and stuff like that.
He played all right. I think he played decent. The inexperience shows, man. But
yeah,
I mean,
I'm saying that's what caused.
I agree with you though. Georgia wasn't on. It was they did beat themselves a lot. I felt like,
and I think that's what made Notre Dame look as good as what they looked like. I'm not saying they're not. Obviously, they're in the Final Four of it all, but they're going up against Penn State, who I have in the national championship. So I'm going to take Penn State.
Right, makes sense for you. You going over or under 44.5? I'm going over.
I'm gonna go over. Absolutely, yeah. I think Notre Dame will find ways to score, but I don't think it's going to be enough to win.
I don't think Penn State's going to have enough ways to score. I'm gonna go under with that one with the Notre Dame pick. I gotta go with those boys, man. For real, I just don't think it's gonna be a lot of points scored, man. Maybe 20 points by both teams. You
taking a 2.5?
I'll take the 2.5. That's a field goal. I'll take the field goal. I feel like they could do just enough. I just like defensively. Penn State, they're gonna hold that stuff down, but offensively, man, if you stop the run game, bro, the rest of that stuff or whatever kind of crumbles.
Tight end in the whole fucking country, my guy.
But it's still
nasty,
bro. He can jump over people. He'll jump over people and snatch that shit out the air.
I'm just saying though,
And he might pull
if you can stop the run, you can. Man, I don't even know if they have to double that guy.
He might pull a scatterboo and drop bombs across the field and shit.
Man, I don't know, boy. That scatterboo, boy. That man went on fire, bro. I've never seen nothing like this.
Crazy. That was crazy.
That man had a touchdown pass, rushing touchdowns,
and a catch.
He had 100 yards receiving, 99 yards receiving, lead receiver, lead rusher, and a touchdown. That kid,
that man did everything, throwing up on the sidelines and everything else.
And everything. He left it all out there.
Man, and that's why he won. And that's why he won the MVP, even though they lost. They need to do that shit more often. In a performance like that, you cannot not give that man that shit.
That was an awesome performance.
That was an amazing performance, bro. That your draft stock just went up.
Even though you lost, it still went up. Yep.
Damn right. But yeah, so all right. So Sam, you got Notre Dame covering, you going under. Final thing I'll say here before we move to this next game is I know we said about Riley Leonard. Last game it wasn't so much about his stats, man. And when you look at Riley Leonard, a player like Riley Leonard, it's not just about his stats. When you watch the game last week, Riley Leonard played very smart. He took care of the ball. And he did just enough for them to win.
Get the first downs. That's it.
That's all you need with a quarterback like him. But with this game versus Penn State, I think he's going to have to do more, though.
Oh, yeah.
I think just a little bit more is going to be required. You might have to throw some extra passes. You might get uncomfortable. And this defense, bro, I mean, I think they'll clamp in on
it. Do you think Penn State's defense is that much more better than Georgia's defense?
Georgia's?
Right. That he just played.
This year, yeah.
That much more better?
Like Final Four level.
A step or two?
Yep, a step or two better. They have
I think Georgia had more problems with the offense than anything. I don't think the defense was too bad. But Penn State is top tier, but Georgia, man, defense shit, A-. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, Penn State got a solid A then, bro. I'll give you that.
Penn State, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
But it's good. It's gonna be a great game, nonetheless. I don't think it's gonna be 10+, Wes. I think you're tripping a little bit, but
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. Let's talk about this.
No more than 10 points. No more than 10 points.
That's bold.
Yeah, a lot.
Let's talk about the next one. It's on the same shit here. This next one's Friday at 7:30. So you got Ohio State, who's favored by 5.5 versus Texas. Over under on that's 53.5 points. Bro, you know how we say walk the dog? Ohio State walked the hounds on Oregon ass, bro.
Believe it.
That shit 14-0 at the end of the first quarter, 34-8 at halftime. That shit was over.
Yeah,
that shit was over.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Dude, when Jeremiah Smith goes off like this, the last 2 games, bro, Ohio State's very difficult to beat. Obviously,
he's unfortunately lucky. I won't say lucky, but it's unfortunate that freshmen can't come out like they can't be one and done in football like they are in basketball. He's NFL ready right now.
I think sooner or later they're gonna lift that shit because you can do it in hoop. That makes no sense that you can do it one sport, not the. But anyway, neither here or there. We have NIL and shit now, and it's wild, bro. We only have one SEC team left here, and the Final Four, and it's crazy. College football is upside down now. NIL changed everything. We'll see what comes after that. But
we said that though. We said that.
Yeah.
You know what was wild though, bro? Is Oregon? They finished with -23 rushing yards, bro. Sacks 8 times.
Wow.
8 sacks, bro. -23 rushing yards as a team that game. That's more times than Dylan Gabriel's been sacked all fucking year. I mean, Ohio State just came to play. These last couple games fucking scored 40+. I mean,
hot like fish grease.
Michigan pissed them off, bro.
And I think that's part of the
scorned them. They're on a mission right now. They're looking unbeatable right now.
Yeah, if I would have known that they would have came out like this, I probably would have had them in the championship. But like I said, I didn't know whether they were going to come out like this or they were going to come out flat-footed and be walloping in their own sorrows after the Michigan game. But they look like I think they might win it all now. To be honest,
they're looking like the team to beat, bro. You gotta say it.
Do, man.
You gotta say it, man.
They're looking unstoppable.
Stomping heads right now. Right, stomping heads right now.
They're definitely looking dangerous. Then on the flip side, you had Texas that barely escaped in 2 overtimes versus Arizona State. We just talked about how great Cam Scatterbo was that game. Played out of his mind. I mean, my God, dude.
Yep.
But the Texas Longhorns, man, all season have an inconsistent run game, bro, and that's allowed some teams lately to stick around, man, and
That's how they
late
get
in
them.
games, and bro, and I feel like if you're gonna, I think you're gonna have to pass heavy, 50, 54, 55 plus passing attempts from Quinn Ewers to even not get blown out in this game versus Ohio State with the way that they're playing right now, bro.
Possibly,
In
yeah.
all honesty, like
If they
this
can't
is
get the running
insane,
game
bro.
going, yeah.
I mean, Texas was shit on by one player last week, and it almost cost them the game.
Yeah.
That
Right.
shit could definitely happen again this game. And
Well,
it's just what
that game
happened.
shouldn't even went into overtime because their kicker missed 3 fucking field goals.
Right.
So it really shouldn't even went into overtime.
That's true.
But regardless
The
of the
Buck-
fact, the game was still close. They still would have won by 3, 4, 5 points.
But they came back from like what 15, 16 points down or whatever in the fall. That was supposed to be a landslide victory.
Right.
But then the defense started playing like ass.
Yep.
When that's supposed to be the strongest part of the freaking other team. You know? That's supposed to be the strongest part.
That
But
goes
Ewers-
back to the,
But
Yeah.
Ewers is, man, he didn't decline big time from last year. Last year he looked unstoppable.
Yeah.
You thought he was a young Peyton Manning,
He was in the
right?
Heisman talk.
You thought he was the hottest quarterback, man, since, man, whoever. Joe Burrow. You feel me? You would think, man, this man got everything. He can do anything he want to or whatever. This year, man, he looking like, man, why they ain't put in art shit? You feel me? Every questionable play. Man, what the hell, Arch? Is he ready?
Right.
Is he warming up? Is his arm warming up? He got his cleats on? Is his cleats good? He got his helmet? Okay, man, just be ready. You feel me? Like
you know,
every other play, bro.
you know what I think it is. Honestly, I think Quinn Ewers gets better, but I obviously his numbers and shit, it doesn't look as good this year as it did last year because last year I felt like you had more around you offensively.
He did.
You had, Xavier Worthy. You had Bijan Robinson. And when you have players like that, it makes you look better. So in a sense, I feel like now with this offense that Texas has this year, the players you have now are good young players, but I don't think you have that one dynamic playmaker like a Bijan Robinson right now or a Worthy who could single-handedly change the game themselves. They don't have that. So in a sense, Quinn Ewers got to
Matthew
Golden.
Yeah.
Golden, they're good, bro, but they're
good.
but
Bond was supposed to be the
he's
Bond was supposed to be the guy though. Bond was supposed to be the guy, but he got hurt a lot of these games and stuff too. He got hurt
right
early in the season.
Exactly.
And that was supposed to be the guy that. Nah, Bond's the receiver.
Bond the receiver. Well, they lost their running back too. So
right.
I mean,
begin CJ Baxter. Is that what his name is?
Yeah, Baxter.
Yeah, they lost him in the beginning of the season. Right.
Exactly. So he was supposed to be that guy
Blue,
too.
And then Wilden it was.
And Jaden Blue, I don't understand. Jaden Blue will kill it one game, and the next game he'll get like 4 carries. I don't understand the concept of the play calling either. Sometimes, like he would go off like that one game where him and the other bull went off, where Jaden Blue had that like 70, 80-yard run or whatever it was, and then the next game he had like 6 carries or 4 carries. Like, what the fuck is going on here, man? I don't understand this. So inconsistencies in the run game, but overall, I think Quinn Ewers, that's why he looks like that, man. But I don't think it's all sorely on him. You look at his stats, bro. Like box score, like. It's hard to find a lot of mistakes, man. I mean, he doesn't make a lot of them game by game. It's, I mean, he can play, but the bottom line of this game is going to be if he can beat his former school. Because, he used to be Ohio State Buckeye.
Yep.
All the time he was there, man. And then he left, he dipped out and shit. And then, boom, here they are facing the winner goes to the championship. Who do you guys got in this game?
OSU.
You got them covering the 5.5?
Yes, sir.
I think Texas will cover, but OSU, man, woof. Bro, they look so good.
What about the 53.5?
Over.
I'm going to go over.
All right.
Before we move on, we got Dougie.
Can I make my pick?
Oh yeah, my bad. Go ahead. My bad.
Oh, you said Dougie Fresh commented?
Yeah, Dougie Fresh commented on YouTube. He's saying go OSU, of course, but he said he thinks Arch Manning will play the second half because OSU's gonna blow them boys out.
Need him to come in there some kind of way.
You know what's crazy is, bro, if OSU comes out playing the way they have been playing, and if we see fucking second half Texas from last week, we definitely might see that. No lie, no question. But unfortunately for me, and fortunately for Dougie Fresh, I got the Buckeyes winning this game too, bro. I can't pick against them right now. Even wearing this jacket, I know I feel disgusting saying it, but dude, they're the better team. They're pissed off right now. They're motivated. They're motivated and shit. You know, I think they're gonna handle business. Like I said, you can have that one player versus in Arizona State, Cam Scatterbo, that just killed Ohio State, bro, and they definitely have that player in Jeremiah Smith. They have multiple players that can fucking kill you like
Multiple
that.
players.
Especially Jeremiah Smith, who was killed Oregon, the fucking undefeated team in the first quarter. Like, bro, he sat on there and he told y'all to cover me. Don't let me get loose like 2 days prior to this game. And what was the first thing y'all do in the first quarter?
Yeah.
Over the top.
Roast your ass, bro.
Over
I'm
the
going
top.
the Buckeyes to win this game, unfortunately. Texas, please save me. Knock them off. But, yeah, it's looking good for you, Dougie Fresh. Appreciate your comment, bro. I think your Buckeyes are going to roll into the national championship, unfortunately. Still lost to Michigan, though. Let's go. Let loose in the building, bro. Like, share, subscribe, tell somebody, tell everybody what's happening.
Hey,
Let's move on, man.
Hey, that's why I really wanted Florida and Michigan to play in the bowl game, bro, because our offense, y'all defense, I think that would have been a good ass freaking game. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I would have loved to see it, man. But I'm so glad we got to beat Bama again. We beat Bama twice in the same calendar year. In the same calendar.
Alabama looked like shit that game, man.
Man, I don't know what's going on with those guys.
I heard Jalen Milroe was sitting there doing
he was tipping, bro.
He was doing promos and shit before the game instead of warming up.
He was tipping. The defense got hip to him, man. They learned how to shut him down with it.
He declared? Did he declare?
Yeah, he's going.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he's going.
Okay, because I ain't seen nothing about it yet.
Gianti's going as well.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Shocker.
Right. Yeah, got to.
Well, yeah. So we'll keep in tune with the college football playoffs. Good games this week. Appreciate y'all comments, tuning in, chiming in as always. Yeah, watch out for Arch Manning, though. They're going to have some packages for him, definitely, for that game.
They better.
We'll see what happens, man. It's going to be a good game. I think 2 great games, though, man. 2 great games. I just want to see good football, man. We got, We got 3 games left. So
3.
Let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy it because it's a long off season. Y'all know that.
Yep.
Y'all know that.
Longest fucking off season possible.
That's it.
All right, let's shoot into some NFL, bro. We got some NFL shit popping. The playoff bracket has been released.
It is. There it is.
My man. So looking at the playoff seeding now, obviously Sam, your Tampa Bay Bucks got in there last week. The Falcons are out. Y'all closed it out. And dude, I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say the Chiefs ain't shit, bro. You know damn well they tanked that game. They didn't want no chance Cincinnati getting in that motherfucker, bro. Wasn't nobody trying to play.
Travis Kelce said he said
he ain't scared of nobody.
He said I ain't fucking scared of nobody. I play him in a Walmart parking lot.
He is full of shit because he's with Taylor Swift now, and I've seen his prior roster, and he claims he's happier now than he ever been. Bullshit, buddy. Bullshit, buddy. I'm calling BS. Anyways, that's neither here or there, and that's slightly inappropriate. I apologize to the sensitive viewing audience if we may have some. I'm really not sorry. But let's move on here. Guys, we got some good playoff football ahead of us, and I'm very excited for it. Yeah. There's no real shockers here, right? I mean, outside of I tried to warn you guys about the fucking Minnesota Vikings last week. Nobody ever.
What I say, man, every time I pick against them, they prove me wrong, and now I fucking pick them. And they prove me wrong.
Every fucking analyst, bro. Every major analyst.
Yeah, I know. I saw it.
I listened to pick the fucking Vikings. You two pick the Vikings. And I'm like, okay.
Bro.
Okay.
All I'm saying is they had plenty opportunities to score, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They did not do it.
Oh yeah. Sam Darnold played like
the
shit.
only thing, bro, like, man, y'all defense, bro. I don't know what defense y'all put on them boys. But Sam Darnold could not figure that shit out, boy, to save his life.
He was missing open throws and shit. He missed Justin
Jefferson
a few times.
He was, but they had that zero coverage on his ass, bro. And he had to
make Robertson locked him up.
Man, and he had to make split-second decisions, bro, and that is not a strong suit. When you got time to do that stuff, then you good. But when you have zero time, when you got like 2.5 seconds and you got to make a quick decision, that's when he started looking like the old Sam Darnold. Damn, and he made the Pro Bowl over my boy too, man. Man, get out of here.
Man, that shit is all booty though. Of the
Yeah,
Pro
the
Bowl
Pro
and the
Bowl
All
is
Pro. So many
bullshit these
people got
days.
hosts. Kirby Joseph, Lion safety, leads in
Right.
interceptions, and he don't get an All Pro. Like, how does that happen, bro?
Right.
It's all
Who's in
stupid.
charge of this shit? It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
But
You know, you
I
can
don't
still
know,
get
man.
you can still get an All Pro and not get the Pro Bowl. Cause that's
Yeah,
what happened
yeah.
to Antoine
Yeah.
Winfield last year.
But the All Pro means more though.
Right.
Kirby got snubbed to the All Pro. You know what I mean? I don't give a shit about the Pro Bowl and this goofy shit anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
changing it up every time. Man, I ain't watched the Pro Bowl. And probably the last one I watched when Sean Taylor lit up that punter, bro.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
God, rest in peace.
Yep, absolutely. We got a comment on TikTok from Noah. He's been a Redskins fan since birth, or I'm sorry, a Washington fan since birth, and he thinks they're going to the Super Bowl. I think he's delusional. Only because I personally know him.
Look, man,
He's delusional.
you know him?
Yeah,
Okay,
I know
okay.
him.
I'll just say
he's
it.
my little cousin.
All right. Well, shout out Lil Cuz. Appreciate your comment earlier. He commented on the
He
quarterback
did. Yeah,
video.
yeah.
Appreciate you. Have patience, young man. Have patience. They're not going this year. How they're gonna play this week is gonna be a whole nother thing to talk about. We're gonna get into it here soon with our picks. They're going against Sam Bam's Buccaneers in the rematch of the first game of the year. And yeah, we're gonna get into it, man. So stay tuned for that. But definitely have a lot to be excited for with Jaden Daniels and the Commanders, bro, because they definitely are rolling. They've shown their ability to win big games.
They can.
It's definitely a bright future. Definitely way surpassed expectations, bro. I had them finishing dead last in that division, below the Giants, bro. Shows you how much of a dumbass I am. So,
Hey, do you guys think Sam Darnold will get a max contract by the Vikings, or will they stay with JJ?
No, he gonna get something. He might get a $30-40 million deal, something like that.
For one
it's not gonna be
With
no max.
1 year,
3 year, $100 million, something like the Baker Mayfield deal.
Did you see that they put
that's big bucks.
Daniel Jones on the active roster now?
Oh, really?
Yep. So,
That last game?
I guess, yeah.
Oh,
guess
Lord.
he's gonna be active for the playoffs if they need him.
Oh,
Okay,
Lord.
He'll come in there and run a 70-yarder in the trip over his own feet.
Hey man, that's the 2025 Tebow. That's all he's gonna be good for. Had a Tebow plays for his ass like in Florida.
After the way Sam Darnold played last week, you got to be ready for anything, bro. You got to have
Sure.
everybody on
Yeah,
standby.
clearly you do. Clearly you
Well,
do.
shit. Let's you know what? Let's veer off real quick. We'll get our game predictions here in a little bit. I want to get you guys' input on some news that broke earlier this week. We haven't been on here in a minute. Go ahead and bring me.
It's there,
Skip
buddy.
Bayless.
Skip Bayless.
Hit me.
Skip Bayless has been sued along with Joy Taylor. Well, Skip Bayless is basically the one behind all this from my gathering. Skip Bayless, from what I gather, offered a hairdresser $1.5 million for some sort of intercourse. And when she went to go to the higher ups, Joy Taylor said basically keep that to yourself. And now Joy Taylor is
she got groped. She got
yeah.
groped as well.
Okay.
And I think that's what she complained about.
Okay.
It was the vice president of the content.
Right. Yeah. I was getting ready to
Charlie
tie him. Yeah, he's tied in it too. Joy Taylor said, keep that to yourself. And apparently,
get over it.
Apparently, her and Emmanuel Acho, who used to play, he was a linebacker for the Philadelphia Eagles, who didn't really get a lot of playing time. Now
he sucked, bro.
Now he's a TV analyst. Apparently they have a thing going on. And the content director for Fox, what's his name, Charles Dixon. Apparently he's involved in all this shit as well. He knew about it or something or whatever. It's a complete shit show. I would expect something like this at ESPN, honestly, because in the recent past they've had a lot of kind of issues with racial shit and firing people and stuff like that. But I never have heard anything out of Fox Sports since their beginning to this magnitude. So I don't know what's going to happen. I heard Stephen A. Smith talk about Skip Bayless, and he said, they worked together for a while on First Take when it originally aired on ESPN for
long time.
like 4 or 5 years. He said the Skip Bayless that I know from working with him then, he wouldn't he wouldn't even lend out $15 to somebody, so let
Right.
alone
Yeah.
1.5 million for some
Mhm.
some hairdresser or some shit like that.
Right.
So I'm not, and he said, it's been a while since I've known each other, since we've worked together. I do know him very well, but how well do you really know somebody?
Well, you
Right.
don't.
Yeah.
And then
Right.
that's what all this
Mhm.
boils down to, man. It's
Right.
shit like this you never want to hear about. The lady's name is forgive me if I'm not pronouncing it right, but Nushin Faraji.
Yeah.
Nushin Faraji.
That sounds
Mhm.
right.
But she's a hairstylist, and what we know about her is she worked on for Fox Sports for 12 years until this previous August of 2024. And then now she's a hairdresser and she works with celebrities, actors. She's done work on Colin Coward's sports talk show as
Yep.
hairdresser. I mean, she's a hairstylist on all these. She's worked with CeeLo Green before in music videos. I mean, she's got quite a reputation. A lot of actors. She works at a salon now in Beverly Hills, it says. So she has quite the resume. She's worked with a couple prolific figures, and she's never said anything like this, man.
Hmm.
Mhm.
So I mean,
And someone
she's got
did
a claim.
say,
It's a very detailed 42-page law document,
yep.
lawsuit she filed, and it's very descriptive and it names specific people. She's named, she's not hiding from it. So I mean, this woman was probably harassed at some point. Now, am I the one to sit here and say that Skip did it per se, or maybe that other Charlie Dixon guy? I mean, I don't know, but I'm more than likely somebody
Right.
wronged this woman somewhere along the line to where she's got enough to file this, big of a lawsuit against, the network and these people. She worked there
Mhm.
12 years, and people, you get done wrong and you move on, and you ain't gonna stay silent for long when that shit comes out. When you hit your breaking point, obviously you don't work there no more. They can't hold nothing over you. So, I mean, obviously she felt like she was wrong and she's going after it, man. But Skip Bayless, bro, we've criticized that man for just about everything. Can't keep his mouth shut. All this. I never thought we would be having this conversation about him, though, bro. I'm gonna keep
Not
it
at
real.
all. Not at all. But it's no telling what goes on in these places, Like when we
That's
had them
facts.
when we went back to the freaking the kids on the Nickelodeon shows and
Oh,
stuff
yeah,
like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
All the
man.
underground, all that stuff around on the same Disney freaking, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Pedophiles and all types of stuff. What I mean, there's a lot of stuff, man. We don't know about these people. We just see what they show face on.
Yep.
So he could be one of these sick motherfuckers, bro. So we don't know all the facts or whatever. But like you say, if she gave that detailed stuff like that, it gotta be some truth to it. Some of it might be fabricated to get more money, but we don't know that. You feel me? So we got to take that as face value.
Yep.
And you a married man, and you one of the biggest faces, whatever, on TV right now, bro.
He's not
That's
on
usually the
TV.
case when this
It
happens.
don't even matter. It don't matter if you did it or if you didn't do it, man, because your reputation finna be mud in the
Yep.
next
His
2,
reputation's
3, 4.
His reputation's been going down
but
for a few years now.
no, not even that.
Not like this.
Not like this.
Right.
Not like this. This
This
drops
shit
you
will
to
lose
zero.
you bands.
This drops you to zero. You feel me?
Yep.
If any kind of things like this come around or whatever, like nobody's gonna want to touch you, bro. Nobody's even gonna want to be in your area. Like, no, Skip, man, you got stuff pending. That goes with anybody in those type of situations. So, like I say, hopefully Skip didn't do that stuff, and a lot of those guys didn't do that stuff. But knowing ESPN and knowing all those guys over there, she's a fine young woman. She fine as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Joy
for real.
Taylor.
No, the hairstylist.
hairstylist.
Faraji, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the hairstylist. So they be like, hey, well, you want to come through with this and that, whatever, man. I got a Bugatti outside for you. This, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, it could be all types of different situations.
Lil Wayne gave me this bitch, dog.
Yeah.
Come on,
I'm friends
man.
with Lil Wayne.
And then it was talks that Shannon Sharp had tapped or whatever. So everybody feeling like, oh, they can tap in, and
Maybe
it's been a whole bunch of stuff.
Maybe she's the chick that he had on IG.
Ain't no telling, man.
Hey, don't get that shit, bro. Shannon
Hey,
Sharp is a
so
hoe.
man, so
Uncle Shannon is a hoe.
a whole bunch of a whole bunch of different scenarios, man. Man, oh man, I don't want to seem like I'm biased or I'm sexist on either end, but we have to see this stuff go all the way to the end before I can really, you know what I'm saying, for real. Because I don't want to take what she's saying that's so detailed. You feel me? Like, you got to give her time or whatever to state her case. You feel me? And then for Skip Bayless or whatever, saying people always like, oh yeah, man, he has never do nothing like that or whatever. You got to give him time to state his case as well. So with that being said, bro, like, oof, man, you can't play with these women like that, bro. For real,
Yeah,
you can't even say nothing. Touch them, this and that, whatever. Not even a dab or nothing. Like, hey, how you doing? From
you got to be careful anymore, man. It ain't
6 feet, right?
Yeah, man. It's a different world now, man.
You see a lot of these celebrities taking pictures with females, and they have their hands like this, or they have them where you can see.
Ain't taking no chances.
Bitch, you can't say I did nothing to you.
Yeah, you ain't taking no chances. I ain't doing that shit. I hear you, but all right, we can end it on that. But it's definitely crazy to actually read that in fine print and actually like, damn, dude, like that's so wild to me. Like Skip Bayless and all that. But yeah, hopefully word will get out. But what's disturbing is like it's radio silence from him, man. Radio silence, like you ain't like addressed this, nothing. Like, look forward.
Right, tell him to shut the fuck up.
Yep.
Like,
quiet.
Yep. I get that.
Don't start starting acting like Skip. Don't do Skip.
Yeah.
And, you know, hey, what, dude, you know what? And I'm telling you what, like knowing somebody like Skip Bayless who just can't help but to say shit and open their mouth and do all of this, bro. Like, if you knew in your heart that you definitely never did nothing wrong, I think you'd say something anyway.
A statement.
I don't know. That's just me, though.
Some kind of statement. Written statement.
Like some kind of subliminal thing or posted, but he just watched this word like, bruh, all right, well, that is what it is. We'll leave that on that front, man. And yeah. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all think Skip did that shit or not? We're going to wait on it for a little bit.
Gotta wait till more comes out. Because we've only heard her side. We haven't heard anybody else's side.
Right. That's fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's shoot into the next one. Super Bowl is coming up, fellas. The Super Bowl is coming up, and we got some people who are going to be under some pressure.
That being said, meter. Who we got?
We got this here. This little thing we made. It's the playoff pressure meter. Obviously, you see Mike Tomlin, you see Josh Allen. Out of all the teams that are in the playoffs, I'll ask you guys. Sam, I'll ask you first. Who, whether it be a player or coach, who's under the most pressure to make the Super Bowl, at least in appearance? Not necessarily win, but in appearance. Like, who's under the most pressure?
I'm going to say DeAndre Hopkins.
D-Hop.
Really?
D-Hop. Because, man, he done played all these years, did all these great things. You know, shit. You know, his numbers like up there with T.O.'s and all the great ones. His numbers is up there. But, you know, these last couple of years or whatever, he's been a nobody almost. You feel me? From going from greatness to like freaking subpar. Just being in a Titans offense or whatever that's run friendly, you know? So going to somewhere like this is like one of your only and final chances, bro, because what you got maybe 1 or 2 years left to get to a spot like this. If Kansas City and D-Hop or whatever, and those guys don't win that stuff, bro, he might be a lost cause because he might get cut next year. You know, he might retire. Like I say, what is it, 32, 33?
He's
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
bro, bro, as a receiver, bro, you damn near dead meat. And he's still top game, top form, you know, but this is damn near the end for him or whatever. You got like 1 or 2 crucial more years if the Chiefs keep you. But I'm thinking D-Hop, bro, for real. Because I think he needs this to solidify his place in the Hall of Fame. He needs one. He needs one, maybe a good touchdown or whatever in the Super Bowl or something like this to solidify him as a Hall of Famer, bro. I feel like he is anyway. But
no doubt, no question.
I just feel like there's just put the stamp on it.
Yeah.
You know,
That's definitely accurate as far as when they're making a case where like first ballot, second ballot, like when it comes to the voting, that shit does matter. It
Right.
definitely matters. So I definitely see where you're coming from that. I would tell you this though, if the Chiefs make the Super Bowl, that might be a sleeper for a Super Bowl MVP because you know it ain't always gonna be the top stars. It's always gonna be somebody unexpected, unless it's a
Especially on this team.
quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's
Right.
not a quarterback, it's usually like an unexpected receiver or defensive players, somebody like that who changed the game. So definitely keep an eye out for that. So I put a player and a coach.
Okay.
Y'all want to hit? You want me to hit you with the player or the coach first?
Go for it. Hit whatever one
Hit
you
with the
want.
player. Hit me with the player.
The player who's under the most pressure to win a Super Bowl this year is Lamar Jackson. Okay. I'm talking 2 MVPs. He'll probably win his third one this year. He holds 3 NFL records. I mean, multiple Pro Bowl, the whole 9 yards, bro. And this season wraps up his 7th NFL season, 6 as a starter. Okay, he's had 4 playoff runs. 2018, 19, 20, and 23. He was hurt in 22. He missed that year in the playoffs. And in those 4 playoff runs, he holds a 2-4 record with 1 win coming last season versus the Texans. The Houston rookies, I'll call them, last year. Rookie head coach, CJ Stroud, etc. But then remember, they lost to the Chiefs.
Right.
So in 6 career playoff games, he has a 57 completion percent with 1,300 yards passing, 6 touchdowns, 6 picks. And he's only has 3 career playoff rushing touchdowns, and 2 of them came last season. So it's like you gotta turn on the Jets, bro. You know, you're Lamar Jackson, bro.
Right.
You're way too good of a player with multiple MVPs, bro. Your list of accomplishments, your natural raw talent. You have a top 5 coach in the NFL. To not have a Super Bowl appearance. The answer for a player is Lamar Jackson. You have got to make it this year. I'll flip it to the coach. The coach under the most pressure to make the Super Bowl this year is Sean McDermott.
That's exactly who I was going to say.
2024 marks this man's 8th season as Bills head coach. In his first 3 years, they finished second in the AFC East, and they missed the playoffs in a second season. But these last 5 straight seasons, bro, they finished first in the AFC East. They only made it to the AFC Championship 1 time in 2020, and they lost to the Chiefs. Divisional games, wild card games, all losses, bro. But overall, McDermott, he's a solid coach.
He is.
You know what I'm saying? He definitely is. But for anybody who's unfamiliar, he was the defensive coordinator at Carolina Panthers in 2016 when they had that Super Bowl run with Cam Newton and all that, you know, phenomenal defensive coordinator for them. But, you know, he took the Bills job afterwards, and he's posted an overall record, bro, of 86-44 in the regular season, 5-6 in the postseason, led Buffalo to their first postseason since 1999 in his first season, and now he's led them to 5 consecutive division titles. But it's time to turn up a notch. You got your franchise quarterback. You got a tough defense playing, you know, pretty thick. You're pretty healthy right now at the right times. You're rested. You're ready to go. Answer to this question for coach is Sean McDermott
100%.
is under the most pressure to make a Super Bowl appearance. Who do you guys think? Let me know in the comments if you're watching this video right now. Who's under the most pressure to make a Super Bowl appearance? And obviously, there's a lot of them. Like you see pictured, you know, Mike Tomlin. But I didn't go Mike Tomlin to Steelers because, like, I don't think, like, that roster, nobody expected him to go to the Super Bowl. We always expect them to be tough playoffs, pain in the ass, maybe. Yes. Mike Tomlin actually has won one before as well. And that's another reason I didn't go with the Ravens, you know, John Harbaugh. You know, John Harbaugh has won a Super Bowl before. Lamar has not. So it's I try to make it, you know, play everything into factor here and figure out who needs what exactly. Like when we talk and we criticize players, like who exactly needs one, you know. Josh Allen needs one too, but that comes with Sean McDermott, bro. You gotta, you know, it's time to turn up a notch, bro. You're the Ravens.
Josh Allen isn't as accomplished as Lamar is. You know, like you said, Lamar already has MVPs. He's got all pros. He's got Pro Bowls. He's got records. He's got this. He's got that. Josh Allen doesn't have any of that. Almost any of that. He might have.
I mean, he's got his own.
His numbers, though. His numbers.
But he's not. It's not Lamar though. Lamar is definitely held to a higher standard.
Right. So, and as far as what you said earlier about Lamar probably winning the MVP, you know, I think earlier in the season I said that Josh Allen should win it based on the team's success and stuff like that. But after watching Lamar the past 2 or 3 weeks, I think he should win the MVP again.
Yeah.
Back to back.
He stole the show.
Yeah, he probably will. I mean, a stat 40 some touchdowns, 4 picks. Yeah, you're gonna get it, dude. Rushing threat,
Well,
definitely.
there is the thing of voter or like MVP tiredness or whatever like that. I know Aaron Rodgers won it, back to back his last few years in Green Bay. His two of his the last 3 years in Green Bay, he won it
Mhm.
back to back. But um, I keep hearing like they don't might not win it because they kind of don't want to see back to back winners. Um, I'm not saying this is what it is, but it could be a stereotype type of shit. If Josh Allen had won it last year and and things were exactly the way they are, would he still win it over Lamar, even though Lamar has had a better statistical year? I don't
Bro,
know.
you can't. Josh Allen ain't even in my conversation no more. He's had a great year, definitely, but it can only be Lamar or Saquon. I don't want to even
Yeah,
talk about anybody else for this fucking
Hey,
MVP, bro.
but the thing is, whatever we started talking Josh Allen when he had the 3 touchdowns passing, 3 touchdowns rushing. That's when he kind of catapulted
yeah, right.
into that
Yeah, he
conversation.
did. He
Yeah, of
did.
course, and you
But
have
Absolutely.
to
but
at that point in
after
time,
right,
right?
but after that,
Him and
he kind
Lamar
of
have been
went
going.
down to his regular self. And then Lamar had 5 touchdowns one
Yeah,
game. Then he had
Yep.
yeah,
3 touchdowns, one rushing one game. And
It's
then
just
the
like,
freaking like he do this stuff every week,
yeah.
bro. Like every
mhm.
week, even last week, bro, he had 2 touchdowns, and you know what I'm saying?
And
Like,
ran the
and
shit
it
out of the
still looked
ball.
at man, and still looked at freaking like the top guy, bro.
Yeah,
So with no Zay Flowers,
yep.
no Zay Flowers, and he still ran that stuff up. So I
That
gotta give
I
That's what
gotta give it to
that's what they
him.
do though. When them players start balling out and have great performances, especially versus great teams, they're gonna automatically put you in the MVP conversation at least for that week. Like Jaden Daniels was in it a couple weeks when he came back and beat Philly. They're
Yeah,
calling that an MVP moment,
right.
not just rookie of the year, but I mean potential MVP. We had questions and comments on here about that if he could legitimately win it. Like
Yeah.
so I mean that's what happens. We get it. That's how it works. But yeah, it's definitely I think it'll be Lamar again or Saquon. Like I don't even want to hear nobody else, bro. Like on
Right.
everything. All right, so there's some pressure meters. Who's under the most pressure to make the Super Bowl? Let me know in the comment thread, please, and thank you.
Hmm.
Breezing through it, breezing through it. I think it's time for some game picks, bro.
yep.
Let's get some wild card playoff game picks.
Bring it back up.
Bam. Write them down in the good old notebook here. See, comment and let me
Hey,
know
you
who you got
wanna
win.
you wanna throw out the numbers that we got so far?
Yep, good call out. So our points matchup all season. We pick our winners. We picked the game winners. We picked the spread, and we picked the over under. And we have a point scoring system. First place is my man Wes V here at 389 points. I'm in second place with 382. Sam, you are in third at 364. We got a few weeks left of football, gentlemen. All or nothing. Let's make it happen.
Yes, sir.
Who's gonna be the pick champion this year? We'll see.
Sam, I'm sorry that you didn't win your. I'm sorry you didn't win fantasy, bro.
Man,
Well,
that was so ugly.
Yeah,
I don't even want to talk about that stuff
man.
right now. We already talked about this stuff off air.
At least you were in the championship. My ass was way down at the bottom, close to the
Hey,
bottom.
I won the one at my job though, so I got everybody calling me champ until the Super Bowl over
There
with.
you go.
I said acknowledge me as the champ, man, when you walk past me.
Hell
Straight
yeah.
up.
acknowledge me.
Yeah,
Hey,
Shout out to the only true tribal chief, by the way.
yeah,
that's
yeah.
it. Yes, sir.
So let's go. First game, bro. Bring us
Yeah.
in.
So January 11th is when the games start. First game is the Texans at the Chargers. Chargers are favored by 3.
Chargers at the Texans.
Chargers at
Texans.
Oh,
Texans.
what'd I say?
Texans at
At
Chargers.
Chargers.
Oh yeah, my bad. Oh yeah, no, it is. It is.
Yeah.
It is the Chargers at the Texans. Chargers are favored by 3. Over
Yeah.
under is 42.5.
Bingo.
Go ahead.
How y'all feeling? I'm
I
thinking
got Chargers. I got Chargers. Houston is they CJ Stroud is the second most sacked quarterback in the league. The offensive line can't protect him for fucking anything. Tank Dell is out. Stephon Diggs is out. Mixon hasn't really done a lot, the past 5 weeks or so. and what's his name? It's Nico Collins. I don't think he can carry him all by himself. Him and C.J. Stroud. So I'm going to go Chargers. They're going to cover, and I will go over.
You know, I'm looking at the Chargers. They've won their last 3 games, and they've scored at least 34 points in each of them. The Texans have dropped their last 2 out of 3. However, they finished the season with a win at Tennessee. They're depleted at receiver with obviously Dell out, Diggs out, slim pickings right now. Obviously, you reiterated on the offensive line being absolute shit, but I just don't think they can withstand this Chargers defense, bro. And I think it's going to be a long day for old Coleridge, Bernard Stroud, bro. And it's going to be rough for them. And these are learning pains, man. It is, and it's going to be hard on him, but he's going to be all right. CJ Stroud, this is your second year in the league. Both year you've made the playoffs, bro. And what you guys are doing over there, I know you got fucked by injuries. We all have this year. I mean, my God, it's the NFL, but you just need a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? You got to be a little longer, put a little bit more work, couple more pieces, some depth players. You guys will be fine, but it's not going to happen here, bro. I just think the Chargers will be too much, especially defensively. And it's also worth noting, like I said, the offense has been moving with the Chargers. Justin Herbert has 7 touchdowns and one interception in the last 3 games. Mm-hmm. The offense is rolling. They got Dobbins back. McConkey.
Yep.
I mean, they're rolling on all cylinders. I'm taking the Chargers. I'm taking them to cover, and I'm going over. 31-13, Chargers.
That sounds super close to the truth. But we haven't talked about my boy Quentin Johnston, man, with the 9 catches.
There's a sighting.
Oh my God!
There's a sighting, man. There's hope for the man.
9-10 catches, bro, with career high. I mean, I was catching everything. I'm saying, boy, if you get him rolling, man, you got you something good over there. But I'm definitely going with the Chargers covering. I'm going the under though because I don't feel like Houston's going to score too many points.
All right.
Next game, we got the Ravens. Hold on, let me make sure I read this right.
You did it.
We got the I'm going off of what the bracket looks like on ESPN, and it has the home team on top and the away team on bottom, and I read it wrong. But anyways, we had the Pittsburgh Steelers going to Baltimore again to play. Baltimore is favored by 9.5. This over-under is 43.5. You guys go. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Well, right when you think something's set in stone in the NFL, bro, it flip-flops on you and shit. You know what I mean? Flip-flopping and shit. Like a hoe. I knew him back in Detroit back in the 90s. Bitch love me, man. Come on my house. And I come to the door. She's a man. Flip-flopping and shit on me, R.I.P. to Pops, John Witherspoon, man. But anyway,
yeah.
My point I'm getting to is, man, but the Steelers were looking scary, bro, and they made the playoffs despite losing their final 4 fucking games, man. Mm-hmm. Ravens have now stormed back with a vengeance this last month after they got humbled by Philly. That's why I say flip-flopping and shit, you know what I mean? Just when you think something's looking one way, it's, Steelers out, before this season, and the Ravens got that last win versus the Steelers. Steelers, had won their last, 8 out of 9 against them or some crazy shit. I mean, they had their number, man, but it's kind of... it kind of reverse roles again right now, man. But third time's the charm with this game, man. And it comes down to if you're going to roll with the ascending Ravens or the dysfunctional Steelers. And I got to mention here, too, there's a chance of snow for this game, fellas. It might be a little nasty.
Gotta run
I don't know, man. I'm leading towards the Ravens, man. I just think they're rolling right now. But Baltimore is not – Baltimore is looking good right now. Pittsburgh, they're dysfunctional. Pickens, dude – he
has not done anything.
I love Mike Tomlin as a coach, bro, but the one thing he does, man, he lets these players lash out, and he kind of just lets them deal with their own fucking problems. They're grown men handle their own problems, but when you win, it's okay. But when you lose, it can spiral out of control, and then you lose. I mean, last few games, Steelers have scored 10, 13, 17.
Yeah,
they ain't been scoring. So it's
nothing.
Which normally it's not earlier in the season, a lot of times it's not a problem, but your defense has got to hold them to less points than you score. Ain't been happening lately, so I don't know, man. I'm feeling the Ravens. I think they get this win at home, man. I do think Pittsburgh will cover that 10 points. So that's a lot of points in a playoff game versus a close known opponent like that, playing them for the third
Third
time.
time.
Right.
But I think Pittsburgh will cover that, and I'm going slightly over the 43.5, bro. I think 24-20, something like that. I think this game will be.
Bro, do you think they should go back with Fields? Do you think
what?
Do you think
no,
that's
you can't do that, bro? Because
bro,
I mean,
but Russ in his last 5 games, bro, has not been looking good, bro. He hasn't been hitting those passes like he was supposed to be. You need a running threat at that quarterback position, bro. Fields can't throw the ball that far. But guess what? Pickens ain't catching the ball at all. He's dropping all that junk, bro.
he can throw it far, it's just not that accurate always.
Hey man, hot like fire, bro, man. I don't want it. You feel me? Want to talk to the guys and the fans. I'm gonna talk to the fans and yeah, man, I'll come up there and I'll whip your ass and all that stuff. Man, catch the ball, bro. Killing my parlay. Stop it. Stop it. We're gonna talk about you like that. For real. But it's man,
fucking with my money, bitch.
Man, they got to change that stuff up, bro. I don't know. Russ was the man those couple games, and then he started getting lackluster again, bro. Like you had all this time to rest, and you came in, man. You spunky, you energetic, you got all this stuff going on, man. You put up 44 points the one game, and like, oh man, Russ is back. Now Russ is back. You feel me? For real. In the same way Russ was back, now Russ
the car's back. Broke again. That shit broke down again.
So you got to make some changes. The offense not moving, Warren not really getting the ball like that. Najee Harris, you trying to throw him the ball, and man, Fryer move, whatever, man. He getting his little catches or whatever, but man, nobody else is really doing anything on that offense, bro. The defense got to score like 10 points or whatever for the stuff to even be close, They gotta block field goals. They gotta do all that stuff, man. They're putting too much emphasis on the defense, bro, and you need a little bit of offense to get that stuff rolling. I don't think they have it, but I think they got enough defense to stop Lamar from scoring 30 points, maybe like you say 24 points or something like that. But I do feel like they'll cover, but I think they'll go over, bro. I think Pittsburgh gonna try to shake a leg a little bit. They're gonna do a little something, whatever. I think about maybe like 5 points would be more closer to it than a 9, And I'm gonna go a little bit over. I'm gonna go like 50 points on that one.
Yeah, we're in agreement there, dude. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Wes. Who you got?
I mean, Baltimore's clearly the better team. Pittsburgh,
we know you. Yeah. We know you don't trust Baltimore.
I'm going to trust them against Pittsburgh. I will trust them against Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Like you said, I think Pittsburgh will cover that 9.5. And I will go over because I think it'll come down to Pittsburgh having to get back into the game, and they might get a couple late scores that aren't really going to make a difference. So put it over that over.
All right. I got y'all locked in. Let's move on.
All right. Let's see which game comes first. All right. January 12th. Let me pull this bitch up again. We have the Denver Broncos going into Buffalo. Buffalo is favored by 8.5. That over-under is 46.5. Denver's defense was doing very well for almost the entire season. I feel like the last few weeks it hasn't been as good. And I think Buffalo has been getting some rest, so they're going to be well rested at home. I don't know the weather for this game, but
it's gonna be cold as hell.
Well, yeah. Obviously, it's
not supposed to snow though.
Oh, okay, I was saying it's cold as fuck here, so I can only imagine what it's going to be up there at Highmark Stadium.
I'm gonna just throw a random number: 12 degrees.
Probably,
Shit, for
probably.
real. Freaking cold as hell.
Let's see. I'm looking at game time weather. It says 29 degrees.
Oh, okay.
Because it's at 1 o'clock. It's at 1
o'clock.
Oh,
okay.
But Bo Nix, his first year in the league, his first really big game of the season. Even though he's a 29-year-old rookie or whatever, however old he
Eh,
is.
he's up there.
Yeah, I think he's like 26 or something like, or no, 24 or something like that. I
He's
don't
still
know.
younger than Cam Morton. He'll be back
That's
for
that's
Utah
true.
next year.
That's true. Not Cam Ward. You're talking about
Or not Cam Morton. Cam Rising.
yeah,
My
Cam
bad. My
Rising.
bad, Cam. My bad, Cam.
Yeah.
He's still playing. He's still playing.
Yeah.
Cam Rising's coming back next year for like his 8th or 9th year, my dog.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
But anyways,
Hey.
I'm gonna take Buffalo. I think, like you said, like we just both of us just talked about, or all three of us just talked about, Sean McDermott. I don't want to say he's on the hot seat, but this is definitely a make or break season for them to making a Super Bowl appearance, and this is the first step of that goal. So I'm going to take Buffalo. I think Denver will cover that 8.5, and I will go over because I think both teams will be able to score.
Yes. Denver's season has been exceptional, man, given their expectations. You got a rookie quarterback, you have no consistent run game or decent type of like great running backs on your roster, and you have no receivers outside of Cortland Sutton. You have a top 10 overall defense. It has them sitting at 10-7 this season. Sean Payton now in his second season. It definitely was a success. He went 8-9 last year. He could be onto something moving forward, no question. But the magic carpet ride ends here. Let's make no mistake about it. Bills are beyond ready for this game, bro. They got rested starters. They got home field advantage, and I think they're going to feast on that rookie quarterback and Bo Nix, on the grand stage, man. 3 out of the last 4 games with the starters for the Bills, they've scored at least 40 points, man. And we always rave on this show about how good Denver's defense is, man. But when I'm looking at it now, their defense has allowed at least 30 points in their last 3 out of 5 games, and 2 of those being losses against the Bengals and the Chargers. So I mean, pressure is going to bend pipes here, and I just think Buffalo will be too strong for a team like Denver coming in here who they still have learning curves and pains and experiences to go through. Like, who knew? I can't even honestly say, like, if I was a player on the Denver Broncos roster and start this season, bro, do we even think we're going to be in the fucking playoffs this year?
Hell no.
At all.
Come on, man. Let's be for real. I mean, Sean Payton probably expected them to be because that's his mindset, his mentality. That's the type of coach he is, and as you should be. I don't want any coach coaching my team that thinks otherwise. But I'm just saying, like, as a realistic player, like, you kind of have been trotting along this far. Now we made it this far. I'm not saying they're going to go in there and try to win, but I'm just saying it's going to be too much. It's a successful season no matter what happens, and they can't, be called out their name. But I'm going Buffalo to win. I think they'll cover. I think like 30-16. I'm going under, slightly under. You said what? 46 points? 46.5.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll take
46.5. Yep.
Yeah, I'll take slightly under, like 30-16. Like right at that line is I'm feeling something like that, but I think Buffalo covers the 9 points and goes under. It'd be like, something like that.
You might think I'm crazy.
Oh God.
You wild. Don't you do it.
You might think I'm crazy, bro.
Don't
but
do
listen, Bo Nix looking like John Elway in his first season. He's freaking
stat line is similar.
Bro. And I'm telling you, and I think that's the reason. And I believe that Denver has a better coach. I feel like they can shut that Josh Allen stuff down, bro. I really do feel like they can do it. But maybe like 3.5 quarters, and I feel like they'll pull that stuff off at the end. But Bo Nix going to have a very good performance, man, against these Buffalo Bills team because they really don't have no superstars over there except for the quarterback. If you stop him, like who's the main receiver? Shakur? Because Keon Coleman, well, you got Cooper, but he barely plays. He doesn't hit the stat line like that.
Much.
He hasn't hit the stat line too much. Keon Coleman, he'll play one game, and he'll catch one pass for like 60 yards or whatever. Then you don't see his name on the stat line no more. Like you got the tight ends, you got the running backs or whatever, but you don't have no real stars over there. But
that's true.
I just think Bo Nix, bro, just gonna have a hell of a game, bro. Maybe like 300-something yards against those boys. I think he's gonna have a field day. I don't think they need to run the ball too much, but Josh Allen to pull that stuff off at the end. So I'm thinking like a 3 points, At the end, field goal at the end is gonna be a very close game, and I'm gonna go to over on that one, bro.
Got you locked in. Hey, shout out Alice in the comment section. Lions fan. Yeah. I don't know if you are Lions fans, but you just shouted out the Lions. Appreciate you. Love my Lions over here. Appreciate the comment. Stay tuned in with us. All right. Well, we got that game under wraps, bro. Let's move to the next one.
All right, the next one is the Green Bay Packers headed to Philly, where Philly is favored by 4.5. That over under is 44.5.
Oh, man.
That's going to be a warm game. It's going to be a nice 37 degrees.
That's good football weather.
It is, absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I just seen a thing earlier that said Jordan Love said he was hopeful to play Sunday because of an elbow. You know, the elbow injury he had last game. And on the flip side, you have Jalen Hurts, who has yet to be cleared, who's missed the last 2 games concussion. But you remember Jalen Hurts was in a similar position in 2022. He returned for the final game of the regular season. He looked bad and rusty. That might be a similar situation coming. He ain't played in a couple weeks, coming in off concussion. I don't know, man. Is it going to happen again like it did in 2022? They fell apart in 2022. I don't know. But Kenny Pickett is their backup. They also have Tanner McGee. And on the flip side of the Packers, they have Malik Willis. I don't know if these two are going to get in and play at all. I would expect that Hurts and Love are going to be ready, bro. But let's not discount these injuries here, bro. And how the Packers, if you're the Packers, you just lost Christian Watson. You lose to the Bears. Anytime you lose to the Bears, bro, like
that's a sour.
I don't get what anybody says. All hope is damn near but lost at that point. But regardless, I don't know. But I just, bro. Jordan Love, Jalen Hurts. Bro, love hurts. Love hurts. We need to see both of them play is what I'm getting at. I don't want to see Malik Willis. I don't want to see Tanner McGee. I don't want to see Kenny Pickett. We need to see these two. But this is a one game, bro, that is a rematch. The next one is the next game we'll talk about. But this is a week 1 rematch, bro.
Week 1.
How you guys feeling about this? Let's be honest. Do we think Green Bay has any chance here? Let's start with the low-key Green Bay Packers fan. Sam, let me know. Talk to me.
Green Bay. Nah. I ain't
Green Bay, I'll put it down.
Man. I hope you got pencil. So.
Oh, man. You hopping off the train here, man? You pick Green Bay every week, bro. Especially when they play Detroit.
Yeah, Philly defense just going to destroy Green Bay. Especially with that Watkins injury. Those guys haven't really been doing a lot offensively. Defense been keeping them in a lot of games. Josh Jacobs, though, man, is going to be a game changer. But that's the real superstar right there. Josh Jacobs and freaking Saquon Barkley, man. Who's going to get more? Who's going to get more touchdowns? Who's going to get more touches? You know, who's going to have more option plays and flea flickers and all those things, you know? So those really going to be the 2 key guys, man, more than anything. And I feel like I like Saquon a little bit more than I like Jacobs, especially in this tear, this 2,000-yard tear this guy done put through this season, bro, in these 16 games, man. Shout out to Saquon. And I feel like Philly I ain't going to say walk the dog, but I will say like 10 points.
You going over under 45.5?
I'm going to go over. I think it'll be some points scored.
I think Philly wins this game. They're just too much for Green Bay to withstand, and they're playing too good, even with backup quarterbacks, bro. Like, I think that if Jordan Love plays and Philly had to play with Pickett and Tanner McGee, I still think Philly could beat them, bro. I really do. They're that much better right now. They're playing that much better. They're scary. And if Jalen Hurts does come back, he might be a little rusty or whatever, but I don't think the Eagles are going to need to, like, resort everything.
Do too much.
I don't think they're going to need to exhort every single resource to beat the Packers right now. The Packers are a good team. You can't take no team lightly, especially their defense. Their defense will be hustling. Jair Alexander out for the year, definitely costly. I don't know how they're going to replace him, but they've been used to playing without him, and they can maintain. And I think it'll be interesting. But I think Philly will win this game. I think they'll cover that 4.5, and I got it going under. I think slightly under. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot, too much high scoring of anything. Jordan Love elbow injury, banged up. Hurts is there, a little bang, running, lots of running game. So I'm going under.
Well, I'm looking right now, and it says A.J. Brown is questionable also.
He's been questionable all year, though.
all year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
Missed a
true.
couple, but
That is true. But like you said, Jordan Love, he's got that elbow issue. Jalen Hurts is coming back from a concussion protocol. Uh,
See, he haven't been cleared yet, though, right?
I haven't heard anything about him being cleared, but I would assume it's been over 2 weeks now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it'll be about 2 weeks, I think, or a little over 2 weeks. When this game comes around, so I guarantee you he's going to play. He might be a little rusty, like you said, Jordan, but Barkley's going to run all over him. And if Jalen Hurts isn't rusty, I think he's going to want to get AJ Brown involved as well, and Devontae Smith. He might just go out there and chuck the ball all over the place. And if he doesn't play, or he plays too terrible, and they bring in Kenny Pickett, like you said, Kenny Pickett showed that he can lead this team too. And even with Kenny Pickett, I think they might still be too much for Green Bay. So I'm going to take Green Bay. I think they will cover that 4.5. But I will take the over on the 44.5, just because.
You're taking Green
They
Bay to win
said
this game?
T-
No, I'm
Great.
taking Philly. I'm taking Philly.
You said Green Bay.
My bad. Philly. I'm taking Philly. They will cover the 4.5, and I'm going to go over, because I still think that Jordan Love, as long as his elbow isn't like so fucked up to where he can't even really throw that much, that they'll still be able to put points up.
All right. Go. We got two more.
All
Next
right.
one, we got another week 1 rematch.
Yes, sir.
Hey, to top off, let me say one more thing. Actually, at least this time when the Packers and the Eagles play, bro, it ain't gonna be on a shitty Brazilian fucking field
Yeah.
sliding all over the place.
Mhm.
My God,
Right.
that was horrible. But
Yeah,
next
for your
game,
life, right?
man,
So I'm responding to J Dub on YouTube asking if Love is playing. I'm just assuming that he will.
yeah, he's gonna play, bro. Him and Hurts will both play.
Yeah,
I would
absolutely.
bet
Yeah,
on it.
absolutely. So for the next game, we got the Washington Commanders headed to Tampa Bay against your Buccaneers, Sam.
Whoa,
Buccaneers are favored by 3 points. The over/under is 50.5, and it's going to be a nice 50 degrees down there in Florida where you are.
That's it. That's it.
I'm gonna take Tampa Bay in this. Baker's got playoff experience. Mike Evans got a Super Bowl. Jaden Daniels, first year rookie, had a great season. By all means, great season. Dan Quinn has done a marvelous job there in Washington. Bucky Irving's he's having a great year. This might be Baker Mayfield's best year of his entire career.
It is.
And I fucking love that guy,
No doubt.
man. I love Baker Mayfield. And I'm gonna take him. I ain't gonna say too much about it because, especially in the playoffs are a completely different season, so it really could be anybody's game any week. But I'm gonna take Tampa Bay. They're gonna cover that 3, and I'm definitely taking the over on that because I think Jaden Daniels, if it needs to happen, he's gonna do a lot of running as well.
He will.
And that could lead Scary Terry to get some yards, get a couple touchdowns, and put the over over the 50 or 51.
yeah, this is the only game with over 50 as the total. Obviously, the highest one of the week for obvious reason.
Mhm.
I don't think there's any way you can go under in this game. I don't see it. Both of these teams have top 10 offenses. The Bucks have a top 3. Washington has top 7. And like you just reiterated, Baker having a career year, going ham. Evans just getting the record. They got Bucky Irving coming on strong. Developing somewhat of a decent run game nowadays, and the offense is definitely taking a step up for the Bucks, no question. And obviously, we've seen what Jaden Daniels can do. Step up in big time, big moment. This game, it's all going to be on the line, bro. And he is, like you said, he's going to be running. Dude, he's going to be running, passing, anything I got to do with everything.
Right.
Terry
Mhm.
McLaurin should eat this secondary up, bro. And we talk about players on injury report who are questionable. Dude, you have half a Tampa Bay's team who's on their list of questionable
Mhm.
right now on this
Yeah.
injury report. Most of them are going to play. But
There you
it's
go.
just, it just relates back to that report factor. But anyway, I don't know, Sam. This is gonna be I think this game is gonna be a fucking shootout. This game, I could see whoever has the ball last will win this game. Bucks won the first one by 17 points, man. Sam, I already know you're gonna roll with your boys, bro. But I gotta need an upset pick, man. And something just tells me this kid, Jaden Daniels, may have one more magical moment left in his rookie season. It might not have ended with beating Philly. He might want some, Tampa got him good, beat him by 17 points. That's shit all over his NFL debut, bro. Play good, play decent. Both of these teams are in a lot better position than they were though week one.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
mean, we could definitely attest to that, and I don't know, man. I'm liking Washington with this upset pick, bro. I kind of think they could sneak one on the Bucks. The Bucks should win this game. I feel like they are the better team, but I don't know, man. I just feel like that offense could present some problems if Daniels gets cooking, man. I don't know if Tampa might take him a little light. Like, man, we done shit on this young cat. Young Bull don't even know what he's coming into today, bro. He don't know. He
don't
coming
even
in
think like
time.
that.
We shit on him.
We don't
shit
think
on
like
him.
that.
So
For real.
they do think like that, especially when you won a title before.
Every week is a new week, for real. New money, new bait, new prey. So we're gonna treat them boys like the 10-7 freaking awesome team that they are, bro. Those guys not no slouches. They've won big games. Jalen Daniels won big games. McLaurin has done big things. Ertz over there doing things. Brian Robinson Jr., whatever, has done big things over there. Whatever, they're a nice cohesive unit, bro. They looking good, bro. They looking real good. This is a very good matchup for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, especially with, like you say, our injury report. But hopefully Winfield Jr., whatever, will be back. Jordan Whitehead got in a freaking accident, so he's out for the season or whatever. It could have been, he got in a car accident.
A car accident? Damn, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, he got in a car accident.
I think I remember hearing that.
Shit.
Yep. So he's done for. So we got Ryan Neal back. So as long as he don't get burnt,
Hey,
for real, he can tackle. But shit, man, we need to put him at D line or something or whatever. If you want to tackle, bro, for real, anything, for real. And then we picked up Shaq Barrett again. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
No, I didn't see that either.
Yeah, we got Shaq Barrett back. So he coming back for the playoffs. Yaya Diaby, man, Sub-Zero, bro, is like one of the best freaking young defensive linemen that we got. Him and Calais Cansey, bro. Not Cansey, Cansey. Cansey. Man. Elijah Cansey, Kalaya Cansey. I can't think of his name right now, but bro, those boys are so crazy, man, down there on that with Vita Vea. Man, come on, bro. For real. Levante David, man, those guys, they're going to have to rush them boys, bro. They're going to rush them. Then you got freaking Irvin, and then you got McMillan catching touchdowns, man. Last 5 games, man, that man caught 7 touchdowns, bro. That man doing everything that he's supposed to be doing. He done filled up the space. We like, shit, Godwin who? Godwin what? We got somebody else for that spot, bro. You feel me? So I just feel like offensively, bro, we just too on fire. Defensively, we're gonna let some stuff slip up. But we gotta watch the top, man. We gotta watch the top. I'm liking us 34-28. Tampa Bay. I'm going to over.
You guys, according to ESPN, you guys are favored by like 58.3% to win the game.
The power index, yeah, those are horse
but that
shit.
should have mean nothing.
Yeah, predictor or whatever.
For real.
When because, Michigan just beat Ohio State was 97%.
Right, exactly. Hey,
my bad.
But you got to think, because you got injuries that's going on. You got all these things that's going on. The weather could change at any second. Like anything can change, bro. You know what I'm saying? One player get hot. One player just start getting cold. That's how the game works. So
I think that you have to look at the matchup here when you talk about how they're gonna match up against each other. Yeah, it sounds good on paper. Tampa should, like I said, win this game, but what version of Tampa are you gonna get? Are you gonna get 2 weeks to go Tampa when they laid it on Carolina, or you're gonna get 3 weeks to go Tampa where they lost to the Cowboys? Right. I mean, it's any team can slip up, man. That's why they play these games, and that's why and when it matters most, we'll find out what's what. Baker Mayfield, it's gonna be a tough outing for him, and trying to play as clean because he has this is great best season ever, but like I'm not really sold on playoff Baker because I have
Yeah.
not seen enough of playoff Baker. That's not all his fault. I mean,
Right.
when you go to fucking Cleveland, you're lucky you're starting in the
Hey,
league as quarterback years later and you got out of that fucking cesspool.
Right.
all you need
But
to know, all you need to know about playoff Baker, man, when he had them vaped up on freaking Philly, when he beat the brakes off them boys 40-9. You know what I'm saying? That's
I mean
playoff Baker. That's
that's true
playoff
enough
Baker.
too. But that hey, that's defense
Vape
for
them
one.
boys.
That's
Vape them
defense.
boys. Okay.
9 points, that's
Trey
defense. So
Palmer, 2 touchdowns. That's what I'm talking about, Baker.
but that's defense. That is definitely defense, that game. I can't even hold him on that. But definitely, but I mean, it was a good start. But listen, man, in this, you're gonna pass it. You're gonna pass to Mike Evans. You're gonna pass all over to Jalen McMillan. It's not gonna be no walk in the park. Washington ranks third in the league in passing defense at just over 200 a game. They're no slouches. They can shut it down. You got Mikey Sainer still over there too. I mean, players stepping up. They gonna put their foot down. They ain't gonna go quietly, man. They ain't gonna go quietly. I just think it's gonna be a shootout. I needed an upset pick. Honestly, that's kind of where I'm leaning with it. So I wouldn't be totally shocked, man. But I already know you're gonna roll with your Bucks, man. You got to. It's
You
playoff
already
time,
know.
bro.
You already
Playoff
know.
time.
Mm-hmm.
Got one more.
All right, last game of this wild card weekend. We got the Minnesota Vikings headed to LA, and let's give a shout out to, I don't know if you guys know, but LA is going through a devastating, like,
Fucking
Fires.
wildfires.
yeah, the fires
God.
and shit. It's destroying so many fucking people's houses and shit. So I just hope for that shit to stop and no one else loses their house, and I just hope everyone is safe, man. I don't want to hear anything about people losing their lives and shit over this, because this shit happens. I know it happens all the time in California, but
Bro, like
it's
all the time.
but it's not.
Between that and the earthquakes
Yeah,
too. You know?
but it's not something like, I still don't want to hear about anybody losing their life and stuff like that. That shit is just sad. So
It is.
prayers out
It
to
is.
everybody. Hopefully everybody's safe. As minimum damage as far as life goes as possible. But and they did say they're monitoring the situation, since it is to be played in LA. I don't know what they're going to do if it can't be due to the fires. So we'll have to.
It ain't gonna be anywhere. They ain't gonna cancel that game, bro. LA
They
is right.
might
That shit
they
right
might
by the
move it. They
airport.
might move it to somewhere else. It's like they might move
Because
it.
of the smoke. You
Yeah.
can't play in
Right.
all that smoke, all
Yeah.
that stuff coming through.
Yep.
You know?
Mm.
Because you can smell that, man. If it was
Yeah.
a
Because
fire
it's
set
even
100
though.
miles from here,
Yeah.
if it's a fire set
Oh
100 miles,
yeah, I know
the
that.
smoke gonna be freaking thick as hell.
Yep.
Right, that shit coming.
Yep. So
Mhm.
we'll keep an eye on that. But anyways, the Minnesota Vikings go to LA to face the Rams. Minnesota is favored by 1. Over under is 47.5. Um, I'm I I'm kind of
Go
double.
ahead, talk to me about these Vikings. I want to hear about the Vikings.
Well,
I gotta hear about them. Talk to me. Let me talk to
I
you.
would say I need an upset pick as well, but I still think that even if my Minnesota played the way they played against your Detroit Lions, they should still be able to beat the Rams. They are favored only by 1. Could go either way. I think Minnesota is going to have a bounce back game, so I'm going to take Minnesota. Um, Obviously, they're going to cover that, and I'll go over on that.
Go ahead, Sam.
I got to go with the Rams on this one. Rams handle business. They know the blueprint of beating Minnesota. They just showed that, hey, man, if you put enough pressure on Sam Darnold, it's going to be a long day for him. So I like what they're doing defensively. I like what the Rams are doing right now. Man, Matt Stafford, bro, man, what else can you say about this guy, bro, man? He is a freaking living legend, man. He's like Ric Flair out this bitch, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't
Like,
that
for
damn
real,
cool.
bro. He do his thing, bro. It seems like he's been out here forever, though, bro. I remember when this man was playing in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, a freaking gunslinger, and he still got it, bro. Like I say, heart of a lion, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just really like what he's doing. Man, with the trio over there with Williams, Cup. Now you got Higbee over there, whatever, getting back healthy. You got freaking Puka over there, bro. Like I say, man, that's a star-studded event, bro. You feel me? That's a star-studded event. It is no way they should have got all those guys or whatever on one team. But you wouldn't have known Kyron Williams. You wouldn't have thought he'll be this freaking awesome. You know what I'm saying? A consistent Puka coming out of nowhere, whatever, man, getting 1,500 yards in his first year. You know, like, bro, like that's a diamond in the rough, bro, for real. So shout out to the GM and the scouting guys over there, man, at the Rams. But I think the Rams gonna pull this one out. I think the Rams gonna pull this one out. And at home, and you know, they got all those fires and stuff over there, whatever, man. They pulling for their people, man, coming out there, whatever, man, trying to get a little light, man, in the darkness. So I'm liking the Rams on this one.
Over, under.
Under. I'm gonna do the under.
You know, this is the Rams. Their up and down season. It was a roller coaster of a season for the LA Rams. And before that last game where they rested their starters, man, they won out. They won their last 5, handled business, took care of that division, claimed it. And it's definitely been good football. I mean, they've had games where they outscored, like the games where they scored against Buffalo where they beat them, that you called the upset. Scored 40-some points, but then they scored 12, 19, 13, but their defense has been clamping down, man, albeit,
Right.
you know, 2 of those are division opponents, but that's still all the more impressive. I think the other one was the Jets, but still, clamping down, locking in at the right time, right moment. They know how to do this, man. McVay has them ready, and he has them ready at the most appropriate and precise time they need to be to make that run. They're going to be ready. I expect this game to be, I'm going to say high scoring, bro. I think there's going to be some scoring here. I think Sam Darnold has been figured out, though, man. I'm trying to tell you, the magic carpet ride the Vikings have been on, man. And when you figure out how to do something, you put some pressure on somebody, make them think. And when you can get some penetration, man, and pressure on his ass and then shut the run game up, bro, they ain't doing a whole lot of
Dan
nothing.
Campbell said, "See you guys in 2 weeks," so he's expecting them to win this game.
I know he just felt bad after spanking his ass that bad. He was trying to comfort the man. He likes Kevin O'Connell.
I think he might want to do it again.
He's a good coach, and I'm sure he would love to play him again. But you know, it'll be good for the Lions because regardless, you could smash Minnesota a third time, or you can send Matt Stafford home from the playoffs another time. I mean, either way, it's in Detroit. You hold the cards; it's gonna be good. But as far as this game, dude, of course I'm taking the Rams, and I think the Rams will beat them again. They're more when playoff time, when it matters. You goddamn right, I'm trusting the Rams and McVay more than this squad, Minnesota, who hasn't been here with this unit. With it, man, hell no, you crazy.
I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing that. You start losing right now. First play, wild card, first in, first out. Phenomenal season, bro. They did great, bro. Had a great 14 and 3 this year. Guess who them 3 losses were to?
Detroit
twice. And who was the other one?
Someone they shouldn't have lost to. I can't remember.
No, they should have lost to him. It was the LA Rams. And they're going to lose to him again. So I got the Rams, and I'm going over. I think they go over 46.5. Matt Stafford handles business, and I think this sets us up for a rematch of Stafford versus the Lions in Detroit again for the 2nd straight year. That shit will be absolutely live. I can't wait for it, but I'm taking the Rams here, bro. I got more faith in McVay than O'Connell, Stafford than Darnold. I mean, this is an easy pick, and their defense is playing a lot better, especially lately. So I'm definitely going the Rams.
Shout out Jared Verse, man, for getting that Pro Bowl too.
Yeah, that's good shit.
Ricky got the Pro Bowl
now. True, yeah.
For real. That man been killing that shit down low, bro. For real. Shout out to the guy, man. I don't like Florida State guys, but Jared Verse, boy, you was a monster, bro. For real. You deserve that shit.
Bro, shout out to your Florida Gators for fucking smacking #1 the other night, bro. The Gators have a fucking beast basketball team, bro. They got some ballers over there. A couple guys who are ready to play.
30 points.
Bro, beat their ass. The #1, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's crazy. But shout out to Michigan's hoop team, too. They're first in the Big Ten right now, bro. Dude, that'd be some shit if Michigan and Florida played in the tournament, bro.
Right, that'd be crazy. Tell you, have to make a trip.
Get our teams to play up, bro.
Tell you, gotta make a trip.
You already know, but thank y'all, everybody. If you locked in with us still, subscribe to the podcast. We give you weekly content, NFL playoffs, college football playoffs. We're going to do trending more towards basketball after the season. We got some non-sports content coming. The hits never stop coming, but Again, Happy New Year. It's our first show of the new year. So thank y'all, everybody, for always staying locked and loaded in with us. We appreciate y'all.
Hell yeah. Man, I got to give a shout out to the coaches that lost their job, man. Gerard Mayo, man. Antonio Pierce, man.
Yeah.
Sorry for y'all, bro, man. I know y'all play hard, bro, but you know that, man, this ain't a black man game as a coach, bro. For real.
Especially when they're trying to tank at the end of the season.
You
gotta know better than that.
Right. Yeah. Come on.
That's
you
probably
know how
what got him fired.
Bro.
Probably wasn't that terrible season as the winning at the end of the season.
At the end to get the first pick.
The combination of both along with the skin pigmentation.
That's it.
You're on a shorter leash.
I mean, I can't speak
I got
to
it.
What's his name? Robert Kraft said he takes the entire blame for Mayo's, putting Mayo in the position that he was in this past season.
Well, no shit, old man.
Right.
You know
that shit wasn't gonna work.
Bro, that is almost the big
I'm surprised. I'm surprised old boy hadn't got so many Drake May hadn't got so many wins. I'm surprised. And he was playing his ass off, bro.
Bro, I said
that was Mayo's pick.
Well, how many wins did New England finish with? I said 2 or 3 at the beginning of the year would be good.
I think they ended up with 4.
And they fired that man anyway. That's some bullshit. That's so stupid. Mm-hmm. You know what else I seen before we get off? You know what else I seen that pissed me off, bro? Was Jerry Jones was interviewed and they sat Cooper Rush and they played Trey Lance that last game to fuck Cooper Rush out of an incentive.
500 gig.
And Jerry Jones gonna get out like, oh well, I wasn't aware of
bullshit.
Bro, bullshit, bro. Then why the fuck wasn't he in the game, bro? Yeah, why the fuck wasn't he in the game?
Fuck that.
You fucking knew. You gotta sign the papers, motherfucker. Right. What do you didn't know?
Yeah.
And if you didn't know, and if you didn't know, that would make a lot more sense of why the Cowboys are in the position they're in right now. So maybe I stand corrected and he did fucking know. But either way, it's a bad look, man. My God, can you just fucking hand over the realms? Let the Cowboys go, man. Give them a chance at fucking something.
Sit in the fucking owner's box and shut your fucking mouth.
Hey, one more thing, man. You seen they fired your boy at Jacksonville.
Doug Peterson, yeah.
Peterson. Hey, and then Shad Khan was on a Zoom call with Balky or whatever, and they was asking him like, shit, would you let the new coach, whatever, pick the GM or whatever? He was like, shit, I'll let his ass go, man. If anything can help us get better. You feel me? Right there while he was on the Zoom call and shit. Balky was right there for real, like just like we is. Like, man, I'll fire Jordan ass, man, right now, man, if I can get me a motherfucking #1 show. You feel me? Like, damn, bro. Like, that's how you feel?
That's fucked up. Hey, you could do that to me, bro. Just fucking don't forget about me once you get that back.
I'm like, damn, bro. Like, man, I seen tears coming out his eyes. Like, damn, you gonna fire me?
That's cold-blooded.
Man, that's crazy.
Bro, another thing I seen was the owner of the Giants. I forget Bull's name, but they was like, "What needs to change?" or something like that, or how long can we expect till we see a turnaround realistically? And this man says, "I'm hoping soon because I'm getting very impatient, or I don't have very much more patience, or something." It's like, bro, you let Saquon Barkley walk. You kept Danny Dimes.
Yep.
You paid Danny Dimes.
You paid Danny Dimes. And you're growing impatient? Man, don't let that fan base find out where you live, motherfucker. Y'all out here wild, man. I'm done for tonight. I'm done.
You gave that man all that money and just let that man dip on your ass. Get out of here, bro.
I'm done, bro.
And let it be known on national TV that you're going to lose a lot of sleep if you let Saquon walk. And what'd you do? You fucking let him walk.
Let him walk.
Dumbass.
To a fucking division rival.
Yeah.
That might make a Super Bowl run here.
That's what I understand. They let Henry walk. They let Saquon walk.
Yeah.
They let Jacobs walk.
Yeah.
There's no way in hell, bro. Like, you got to give them freaking 2-year, 3-year deals or whatever. Let them be 34, then you can go somewhere else. Don't let them go like they still in their prime. Henry freaking ran for 1,900. Saquon ran for 2,000, bro. Like 22 total total yards, bro. You know
he ran for a lot, goddamn it. And he's
a bunch of them.
Hey, we're glad to see him out of there though, bro. So,
I'm happy. I'm happy for him.
Yeah, for real. All that franchise tag. Like, damn, bro. Y'all can't stick me with the real money. And like, nah, we won't trust you. We won't trust you. Don't worry about it, man. You gonna see me
like that, right?
You gonna see me again. That's why he wanted. That's why he really wanted to break that record.
I know.
Against the Giants.
Like, fuck yeah, I want to break it against the
exactly.
Giants and get that stuff popping for real. Like,
I told that motherfucker. I'd have told that
MVP,
motherfucker, I'm playing, bro.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn.
I'm gonna get that shit in the first
MVP.
half.
Right.
said,
Then you can
for
sit
real,
me.
man,
Yeah,
sit me down.
I'll
Right.
pull Cam Ward, then I'll take myself out.
I'm telling you, he ain't even got to take off his jogging suit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
For
for
real. That's it, man. I can do this shit in
Light
my
work.
sleep. Do this shit in my sleep. But man,
Till
shout
next
out.
week, fellas.
That's it. Shout out to the game, man. Thank you for everybody tuning in to the infamous. You know what the rest is, man. Jordan James, West V, Sam Bam. We out of here. Good night.
Peace.
Holla.